Hey guys, nice to see you again. I'm driving here to Arlington, Texas, and guess what, guys? As annoying as it might sound, my limp mode is back. So let's see if what it is this time. I haven't seen it yet, but I went ahead and plugged this thing in. So let's go to diagnostics. One thing's for sure, if it is the EGR, I've had that EGR for a long time. It was actually, I actually replaced the original one that was in here a while back. The problem with that one started where it would actually close too far and it would create like these little triangle holes. Very tiny, but it was enough to give it a limp mode. So I'm actually technically using a used EGR. So try to, there was some police up on the front, so I had to like pull over. You don't want to drive next to them. It's the law. You have to like, get in the left lane. But anyways, let's continue here. Looks like I got two codes. O2 sensor, circuit range performance, cylinder 5 glow plug. Okay. Weird, we actually technically don't even have a EGR code in here. And as soon as I deleted these codes, guys, I think my problem's gone for now. So, yeah. So, maybe it was nothing. Maybe it's something. One thing's for sure, guys, I still got a long way to go. I'm just gonna keep making video as I go along. I decided to not do a live show today. I'm just kind of tired a little bit because I only had about, I don't know, 1 hour of sleep maybe. It just so happened, guys, I drove like over 800 miles, like 820, 830 miles from my last delivery. So basically I delivered in El Paso, Texas in the morning. Then I made a quick little video for you guys with the drone flying around and stuff. And then I got a quick call saying, hey, we got another load for you. Can you go pick it up? And I was really lucky. It only was like 1 mile away. So I actually went there and picked up that load, and at that time I probably had like 6 hours of sleep, but I was okay. It's better than nothing. But today I have arrived in basically Brownsville area. It's this weird type of name to it, But anyways, I arrived there like 5:30 in the morning. So I was fully loaded, guys. I had like 3 skids in here. So my bed, actually, I have to actually fold it up so I don't have a bed to sleep on. But my mattress is pretty good. It's like a Tempur-Pedic type of mattress that is made specifically perfect for this van. It is designed to fit exactly from wall to wall. Guys, I just had to throw this thing on top of the pallets. They were pretty sturdy and nice and square, so I just threw the mattress on top of them. And guys, it was just so impossible to sleep. It was like 99 degrees outside. It was like 5:30 in the morning, and then of course, daylight comes in kind of quick, so it was kind of not comfortable to sleep. And then it rained a little bit, like towards like, I don't know, like I think like 7 o'clock in the morning. So I was able to sleep a little bit, kind of, but I woke up at 8. And I'm thinking, look, I'm just going to go ahead and go deliver my load because my load is actually due for noon. I kind of figured I'm just going to go ahead and go there and deliver and then get some sleep like a normal person. But when I went to actually deliver, I didn't actually feel like going back to sleep. I needed to take care of some stuff. I needed to ship some stuff at UPS. So I dropped by the UPS store, shipped off a couple packages, and I had to, you know, ship the, you know, mail the letter and stuff to my company with all the paperwork and stuff that I have. Yeah, the limp mode's back, definitely. I could feel it. Yeah, it's back. It is back. It's just really slow over here, like in town, so it kind of accelerates kind of horribly. I may try to do EGR hack and just pull over, unplug it. That way it's gonna at least, I don't know, breathe a little bit somehow. Man, guys, it's so humid here. Like it's already getting hot. It's 83 degrees, guys, and it actually rained here earlier. So I see a gas station up ahead. I'm actually gonna pull in there, and I'm just gonna pop my hood and unplug the EGR. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, guys, I did all those little things that I needed to do, and then I kind of figured, look, when I was in El Paso, I made that video for you guys with the drone flying. So I'm thinking I gotta go by Starbucks real quick. You know, I'm a gold member on it. It's not hard to do. The cool thing about it is once I buy a coffee, I get refills for free. So it's something, I guess, and I get all kinds of points and stuff like that. So that's pretty good. So I was sitting in there editing video, and as I started actually rendering the video, you know, so that I could post it, my company actually called me and they're like, hey, we got a load for you. Do you want to go to Arlington? Pretty much. Of course. I'd rather, you know, get something. It is always surprising that I'm getting loads back to back, which is really awesome, guys. So let me step out and quickly do my little... Anytime I have these kind of issues, I want to make a video for you guys, because some of these issues I'm going to experience it for the first time. Some of them going to repeat. Some of them are going to look exactly the same, but it's a totally different issue. I have made a decision right now not to actually unplug my EGR. Instead, okay, this is crazy. This is crazy. So slow. Yeah, as I was saying, instead I decided to just shut my engine off and turn it back on. I revved a little bit, and it seemed like it was getting a little bit stronger. I had some black clouds of smoke come off from the back when I did some revving. So I kind of thought, you know, it's probably fixed itself, but it didn't. So anyways, I shut the engine off right now. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop my hood, unplug it, because it obviously did not work. So shutting down the engine, it did not reset the problem. And of course the code is not even back, guys. The code is not even back. You know, and I'm sure some of you guys might be thinking you probably got a boost leak or something, and who knows, I could, but you know, it's gonna take some detecting, I guess. Right now I guess it's not that bad, so I could detect it. Might very well be a boost leak. Look at this pipe. Look how it's all kind of like just kind of gunked up over there, and it looks, that oil looks kind of fresh where the turbo plugs in. Oops, I was looking around. Let's see if I can get you a closer in. By the way, guys, the video is in 4K. Let's see. Inspection. See if you got anything over here. Of course, as you can see, that sensor, that's always spewing some stuff down there. I'm thinking it's a leaky sensor on this side. Well, I'm back inside. Just started my van up. With the EGR unplugged, guys, it accelerates a lot better, but it's nowhere near as good as it was when it wasn't in limp mode. But obviously, by disconnecting the EGR, it makes a big difference. So this is telling me that the problem is with the EGR. Here's the thing, guys. I unplugged the EGR when the engine was off, and basically there's no check engine. You want to see? Look, no check engine. As you can see, I'm actually driving at pretty good speed. It is not annoying. This is like 75 mile an hour zone here. But look, you know, guys, a lot of times, you know, people are worried, you know, when they get a check engine light. To me, I think you have to worry about it if you don't have a check engine light, because then it's like you don't even have like any clue like as to like what's going on. But I know one thing, guys, it is driving good with it being disconnected, of course, at an expense of fuel economy or fuel efficiency. I already have driven 142 miles with good EGR. So when I'm gonna actually refuel in Texas somewhere, I'm gonna try to check, see how it impacted my fuel economy. Because to me, not only that fuel economy is important, you know, to save money, it also is a good indicator of the performance that the vehicle is having, or if it's having any issues and that kind of thing. Guys, I'm already like sweating, like there's water running down my face. Well, more like sweat, I guess. Guys, one thing to keep in mind, when I pop the hood open, those leaks that I was showing you, they were there before. I didn't clean them. They were there before. It was always kind of concerning to me, kind of like in a way, where is it coming from? But I was kind of thinking, look, I guess it's acceptable to have some kind of overspray. But there's possibly a boost leak somewhere. But I'll tell you guys, I just recently disconnected my whole front end. I disassembled everything, guys, like a couple weeks ago. I didn't make a video about it because at the time when I did it, it was already really late. I decided to do it like after the sun went down. But I have really good commercial lighting outside, so I was able to see what I was doing. But I disassembled, guys, everything. So that means I needed to disconnect my turbo hoses and stuff like that, and I reconnected everything back. And I didn't see any problems. And you might think I maybe did not tighten something correctly, but I actually used not a screwdriver, guys, but I used a torque type of a drill that's got a torque on it. So I actually torqued every single screw in there that I had. One thing that I did notice, and I'm not sure if this could be causing some kind of issue, I could tell that the EGR plug, the actual wire itself, the actual rubber piece, I could tell it's a little bit burnt. Possibly due to the, you know, it laying on top of the engine where it's kind of hot and it burned itself. I'm not sure if somehow that did some kind of damage to it. I just don't know. But who knows? I mean, what if it's causing some kind of short at the inside of the wire that I may not know of? What it doesn't explain is why, when I came home and I actually cleaned the EGR, there was, if you've seen the videos, there was really nothing to clean there. It was like you could just slightly spray some brake cleaner in there and just wipe it off with like a normal tissue paper would wipe off. It was like not bad at all, and that's because, guys, I don't leave my van idling all night for the AC or the heat. I don't do that. The only way I leave my van idling is that if I'm fueling up, I don't turn my van off at all. And please don't, guys. If you're going to be fueling up, this is diesels. I believe it's still safe not to turn them off. So just don't turn them off, guys. I've seen too many horror stories, guys, where guys come up to get some fuel and they turn it off, guys, and then they can't, you know, turn the van back on. And from then on, they have thousands of expenses. And some of these guys, they actually know how to work on their sprinters. So sometimes it's just like mind-boggling, and you keep throwing parts at it. You're thinking, oh, maybe it's not starting because bad fuel pump. You replace that. Maybe it's a fuel filter. You replace that. Maybe it's a high-pressure fuel pump. You replace that. And then you're thinking, maybe it's something else. And it turns out to be like fuel injectors, which so happened for a friend of mine that only had 27,000 miles, guys, on a 2006 Sprinter, and this was back in 2016 or something. He actually called me up and he says, I'm getting ready to buy this van out of Texas. Security used it as kind of like their security van or something. They didn't drive it. They sort of like used it as an office or something in the property, so they didn't put on any miles. And I said, there's no way there's that kind of mileage. Because at that time, my van was not 1 million yet, but I knew, man, that once it goes over 1 million, it's going to count over, you know? And right now, my van, of course, is 1,152,760. This is my speed limit, guys, but not for the engine, for the actual van. And, you know, that kind of thing. But speaking of that van, I told him, I said, there's no way. I think somebody's lying to you, you know, that can be. But he checked the, you know, the Carfax, and he checked it out, and everything looked legit. He paid $27,000 cash for it, you know, and he paid it from a dealer. So, like, apparently the dealer bought it and resold it. But I still want to see it. So, like in Texas, you know, in Dallas, you know, we happened to meet up at the same week that he actually bought the van. Guys, I looked at it, that thing was immaculate. Like, everything was immaculate, guys. All the plastics, all the pedals, all the stuff. Of course, when I kind of looked at it, I'm thinking, look, I mean, it could be kind of, you know, you could kind of trick yourself. If that vehicle was, you know, so clean and stuff like that, you know, I mean, they could have, but because everything else was clean, I don't know, it just looked like it was legit, so I said nothing. But anyways, he bought that van, guys, and he driven, like, I don't know, like, less than 10,000 miles on it, and, what is this? This is weird. For some reason, the GPS not telling me nothing, but it's leading me to an exit, and that's actually where everything is at. But I'm thinking, no, I'm gonna stay on the highway. But anyways, guys, I told him, even if that engine has like low mileage, I mean, think about it. It's been sitting for such a long time. Those sensors been sitting. The fuel injector's been sitting. It is never good for a vehicle to sit, guys, especially for that amount of time. And sure enough, he had to replace all those things, guys, and it happened to be his injectors. And I told him, I said, I believe it's your injector. He's like, no, there's no way, because it's so new, you know. But what happened is he actually had a rust accumulation inside of his fuel injectors, and that's what stuffed them up. So here's what he did, guys. He was fueling up in Virginia at one of those exit, like off Highway 77, exit 77. He was fueling up there, turned his engine off. He poured a can of fuel injector cleaner, because he's taking care of his vehicle, and started it up, and then it died like that on him, and it was dying ever, you know, well, he couldn't get it started anymore, and he paid like $900 towing, guys, just to tow it to New York, where he lives. So yeah, and then he spent like almost a month looking for the issue. So it's kind of incredible sometimes. I mean, we in this business, like in an expedited type of business, we expect not to lose any time. We expect our vehicle to operate, because each day you lose, I mean, you could be losing anywhere between, at the very low end, $350 per day to like $800 per day. You could be losing. At times it might be more, because you got a longer road, you know, longer route. You might count the mileage all into one thing. But to me, in this specific case, time is money, because you're losing time, you're not working, and it's costing you money, actually. So in this case, it kind of seems like it's worth having an extra spin around, just in case, because you might lose time, and it also seems like it might not make any sense, because I got a 2006 Sprinter right now sitting. It's kind of for sale, but I haven't been answering my phone, because I specifically said that text me first, you know, or email me, because I don't want to just answer my phone all day, you know. I know it might seem like counterintuitive, but kind of don't care if I sell it or not, because it's a spare Sprinter. Right now I'm not paying nothing for it. It's just kind of sitting there. I start it every time I come home, you know, and that kind of thing. So if I don't sell it and something happens to my Sprinter, I could hop on that one and continue working. And a good example of this would be at the time when the engine broke in this van, guys. It took him a month to actually fix his fan. So I was out of work for 1 month. So that means I lost nearly between $8,000 to $10,000 when I could have made that money. And I didn't. Man, what the heck? It's my Sprinter for the 3rd time in a row. He's acting like, I mean, I am churning, but not that fast. It's acting as if I'm slipping. So he keeps breaking me, you know. So it's really responsive, I guess. Yeah, guys, these limp modes, they're never easy. I wish they were easy. This is why I post everything that I get, you know, so that you can kind of follow that, and you know, maybe you have a similar issue, maybe you have a different issue, but obviously, you know, long story short, we're gonna have the same type of issues over time, because I might not have the same issue you're having right now, but I will have it longer, you know, down the road. So it is worth it to subscribe to my channel, especially if you cannot, you know, I mean, not if you cannot, but if you would like extra help, you know, hunting your problem down, because I would like to be extra brain in the think tank, you know, to try to figure these sprinters out, because I'm not the only smart one on my channel, but I think my channel is a good place to start educating yourself on the Sprinter, because over the past 10 years I've learned a lot about them, but also I got smart viewers like yourselves that come to my channel, and a lot of times you guys leave very, very good feedback. So that means somebody might be having an issue and they can just read that comment, and that might just, you know, help them out and stuff. It might, you know, help them in that particular time. But anyways, guys, one thing I do want to make note of, and then I'm just going to probably stop this video and not even continue like all the way to the end, because obviously I didn't expect this issue to happen, but I'm just going to go ahead and put it over to one day. Basically, guys, if the EGR problem continues, now it makes very good sense for me to make a video sooner than later on actually now deleting the EGR, at least to be deleted to the computer. But for some reason the check engine is not even on with the EGR being disconnected. So in this case the EGR would be disconnected, and you use a little 1.5 ohms resistor to trick the system. And I've seen a Radio Shack today, guys, and it was closed. So there's a lot of closed Radio Shacks. So I may just have to order this online or something and just wait till it comes in and then try to do that. And just to see if it works, guys, because in one of the videos I've seen, that person said it worked for him, but I'm not sure what is the actual definition that it worked for him. I mean, what I want to know is the performance back to where it used to be with EGR being good. Is the fuel economy impacted? You know, how is it really running? You know, that's what's important to me. Not that the check engine light is not on. I mean, my check engine light's not on right now, and it's actually concerning, because I'm thinking, well, why are we having this problem to begin with? You know, but for this particular EGR, it might be just that this EGR has reached its time, and you know, it needs to be replaced or hacked, one of the two. And of course, it being disconnected, it's sort of like it's hacking it. And I mean, before I knew you could actually delete the EGR. Of course, I've heard that they're doing it in Europe, but I didn't know that anybody was doing it in America yet. I think just by disconnecting the EGR and it's taking you out of limp mode, I think it's already a big deal, especially if you're trying to drive and deliver some load. But anyways, guys, I hope that you have found this video helpful, and I know I do a lot of talking, but I hope this is good information. If you like this information and you kind of, you know, would like to see more of this kind of information, you know, please hit a like. And if you're not subscribed already, consider subscribing. And here's why. First of all, it's free. Second of all, you got me to answer your questions for you. So you can just simply ask a question anytime you have a problem, and if I know the answer, I'm going to give you the answer. If I don't know the answer, I'm going to still give you an answer. At least I'm going to say I don't know, and I'm going to look into this, or I'm going to give you my best explanation of what I think might be going on, because for a lot of problems that we have in these splinters, diagnosing them is really important, and that means understanding the actual problem, not just by reading what the computer says. Understanding what's going on with the splinter at this given moment. Why is it doing this particular thing? So that's what's important to me, guys. So anyways, guys, wish you good luck. I hope your sprinter doesn't break. Please stay safe out there, and thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and God bless you guys. Take care of yourselves. See you in my next video.